19 lock stitches have been crocheted. Let's distinguish between front and back. The front of it is in the shape of a braid. Okay, flip over and see the reverse. The reverse side is the shape of a chain. There will be a raised point. The front is not convex. This is the reverse side. How about counting stitches? When counting stitches, it's this V-shaped braid. $12.34. The starting needle of the 19-pin package is now crocheted. So we're going to crochet the bag body. Long needle part. First hook to lock pins as a standing pin for the long needle. Wire hooked out 1. Wire hooked out, second 1. The standing needle of the long needle has been crocheted, so we're going to crochet the long needles. When crocheting long needles, need to wear braids to crochet. The marking buckle is the first braid. Count from here. First, the crochet is wounded once. Winding from the bottom up is good. After winding the thread, there are 2 coils on the crochet. Middle finger of the right hand, hold down these 2 coils. Prevent it from sliding. The first braid hanging from the marked buckle. The middle of the braid wears a marked buckle. Go right through the marking buckle. After wearing it, I picked a thread on the left. Put it in and continue winding. Wrapped from bottom to top. After winding the thread, hook this wire out of the coil. After hooking out, there are 3 coils on the crochet. Attention, these 3 coils are low, medium, and high. Don't pick him up like this. If it is the same height, hook it out. The long needle is looser. You can't take the first shot to low. Turn it up a little bit to be low, medium, and high incline like this. There are 3 coils on the crochet. Crochet winding. Hook through the first 2 coils. There are also 2 coils on the crochet. Wrapped again. Hook through 2 coils at once. This is how to hook a long needle. Now, look at the shape of the long needle. First of all, there is a long vertical bar on the left below. A short vertical bar on the right. There's a slanted bar. A short slash here. It's a long bar on the upper right. This is its needle. It looks like a braid on the side. The stitch is the pattern of the braid. The coil on the crochet does not have to be calculated. What about every lap after that? You have to wear this braided knitting wood to crochet. Take out a marker buckle. Short bar from the upper right corner. Go through the bottom. Be careful when wearing it. Wear it directly under the bar. After wearing it, the whole needle is buckled. The whole braid picks up both threads. Buckle. Here's the first shot. The first lock pin where the marking buckle is hung. Go in and hook to long needles. Here's a hook. Penetrate again. Let's learn the hook method of the long needle again. First, the crochet is wounded once. Middle finger, hold it. After winding the thread, the first lock pin caught from the marking buckle penetrates again. After going in, the wire hooks out. There are 3 coils on the crochet. These 3 coils are low, medium, and high tilt states. The left thumb and middle finger can be to hold this position. Crochet winding. Hook through the first 2 coils. There are also 2 coils on the crochet. Crochet winding hooks to coils at once. The 2 long needles of the first lock needle have been hooked. Next, a long needle is hooked inside each locking needle. 17 consecutive hooks. Take a look at the threading position of the next long needle. Get it organized first. After sorting it out, the last one is the first locking needle. After hooking, the hole will become significantly larger. The unhooked part still has neat braids. Look up. You can look sideways. These 2 angles, which one do you think is easier to find? Which method to choose? Here's the second lock pin. Its braids may have some deformation. It's because the last stitch has already been hooked. Maybe the braids will be shorter. Don't miss this stitch. Don't put it on the first stitch and then wear it again. Okay, here's the second stitch. There's a thread on the left in the middle of that braid. Good to wear. You can mark it first. What about after it's marked? Next, crochet winding. Okay, from this marked position, we'll wear it directly. Did you pick a thread after wearing it? The marked ones can be removed. Hooked out in the windings. There are 3 coils on the crochet. Wire hook over the front too. There are also 2 coils on the crochet. Crochet winding disposable hook is good. In every needle, hook it with a long needle in each braid. 17 ticks in total. I've already ticked 1 here. You can take out the marker buckle. It's on the head of this long needle. Put a marker buckle on it to mark it. Wait a minute while we count. Count better. Keep crocheting forward. Take a look. This needle has been hooked. His hole will get bigger. Then he has a straight line, already upturned. Thread the next needle. Go in under the short bar next to it. Mark. Crochet the thread once. Then go directly through the marked here. Needle off. Wire and hook out. There are 3 coils on the crochet. Wire hook over the front too. There are 2 more on the crochet. Winding what time hook. A long needle is hooked in each braid to have been hooked in a row. Now count from here. The first one, second. Keep crocheting. Start hooking the third one. After going in and hooking, the hole gets bigger. The line is also upturned. Thread the next needle. Here is the next bar. You can look sideways at the bar or look up at his braids. Wear from the middle of the braid. Put it in and mark it. After marking, crochet the thread once. Go in through the marked ones. Needle off. Wire hooked out. There are 3 coils on the crochet. Wire hook over the front too. There are 2 more on the crochet, winding and hooking at one time. Keep repeating. A long needle is hooked in each braid. 17 consecutive hooks. 3 have been hooked here. Note that when hooking a long needle, you must first wrap the thread once. Note that only one long needle is hooked in each locking needle. Number of stitches here. Every lap. It needs to be the same as the hook in the video and diagram. It has now been hooked 12,345,678. There are still 9 stitches without hooks. Continue. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, after 17 long needles are hooked, just one long braid left. Does this mean the long needle in the middle has neither more nor less hooks? It is correct.